Hi, hello students. How are you all? Today I am going to teach about the six characteristics of Islam. So the six characteristics of Islam is the universal message. Allah Alamiya in Arabic term. So we'll go on to the description. First I will read it and then I will explain the description. Islam is universal message to the whole of mankind regardless languages, races, geographical locations. The guidance of Islam is for all people. It is a common and accurate guidance for all geographical localities. So Islam is universal. Universal means globally or worldly message to the whole of mankind. Mankind means to all the people who are in the world. So regardless languages, without concluding the language. Nevertheless, languages, races, geographical location mean places. The guidance of Islam is for all people. It is a common and accurate. Accurate mean right guidance for all geographical localities mean position. So the next para is the universality of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's message comes from the concept of Allah, who is the God of all, not only the God of Muslims. Allah describes himself in the first chapter of the Quran, which is recited by all Muslims around the world in their 5 daily prayers as Ar-Rabbul Alameen, the Allah of all creation. Allah is the God of all mankind, Muslims, Christians, atheists, etc., regardless of their differences. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is the messenger which was from the concept of Allah, who is the God of all. He is the God for all the Muslims, for all the humankind, for all the people who are in the world. So Allah describes in the Quran by himself that he is describing the first chapter of the Quran, which is recited by all Muslims around the world in their 5 daily prayers are Rabbul Alameen. Rabbul Alameen mean the Arabic term meaning in English as the Allah of all creation. So Allah is the God for all the mankind, for all the humankind who are in the people, such as Muslims, such as Christians, such as atheist. Atheist means person who doesn't believe in God. So who doesn't have a religion, they doesn't believe in God. So regardless of their differences mean of their appearance. Okay, so the next para, will go on to the next para. It is also a valid religion for all places. It is not limited to a particular nation. Many Quranic verses go beyond locality, region, ethnicity, and nationality by starting with the call, O human beings or O people, and the Prophet ﷺ message brings the idea that everything in creation is a living, chanting, obedient worshipper of Allah, regardless of whether they are humans, animals, or other creatures. So, it is a valid religion mean reasonable religion for all places. It is not limited. It doesn't have a limit to a particular nation, particular place or something. So many Quranic verse says that locality. It does not beyond on locality mean position or the region mean a part or an aspect. Ethnicity mean or a group, nationality or which countries the human who are in which country. It does not conclude these things by starting with the goal. The Quran is saying in many verses like, O human beings, O people, O humankind, O mankind. In that way they are saying. So Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is the messenger. Prophet message brings the idea that everything in creation is a living. Living mean living thing, and chanting. Chanting means shouting thing or an obedient worshipper of Allah, regardless of whether they are without concluding whether they are humans, animals, or other creatures. So Allah is the God for all mankind in the world. So they had given a Quranic verse which is given in the Quran. So we'll read it and I will say you. The seven heavens and the earth and all beings therein declare his glory. There is not a thing but celebrates his praise, and yet you understand not how they declare his glory. So seven heavens and the earth and all beings therein mean in that place. All beings mean human beings or creatures or animals in that place. Declare his glory. Declare his glory. Declare his glory means declaring his power. There is not a thing but celebrate his praise. And yet you understand not how they declare his glory. So this is the Quranic verse, that universal message. The Islam, Allah is for all the mankind. So, Ar-Rabbul Alamin, the Allah of all creation, only not only mankind, for all the creation. Allah is the God for all the creation. Seventh characteristic is given by Allah to mankind, that means inswania in Arabic term. Islam is guidance for mankind. Allah created man as his representative on earth. So Islam is the guidance for all the mankind, and Allah had created the man as his representative, as his typical thing on earth. So Allah has given superiority to man over all other animate life forms and inanimate objects in nature. So he had given an advantage than all other creatures in the world. The dominion mandate assigned to mankind by Allah through giving him intellect and knowledge, by allowing man's authority over animals, plants, and the rest of the earth. Allah anticipates mankind's total submission to none but to Allah's will. The dominion mandate means the kingdom approved, assigned to mankind by Allah through giving him intellect mean intelligent and knowledge. By allowing man's authority mean right to do anything based on animals, plants, and the rest of the earth. Allah anticipates, Allah expects mankind's total submission to none but to Allah's will. So the next para, the Quranic places emphasis on the oneness of human being. Emphasis means it gives a special importance. So Quran gives a special importance on the oneness of human beings. It introduces the idea of common human origin and ancestry at 4 different places and says that humans have their origin in a single cell or soul. Idea of common human origin mean common human primary, and ancestry mean parentage. Mother's mother, in that way. Ancestors, parentage, family at 4 different places and says that humans have their origin mean a basic thing in a single cell or soul. In fact, the Quran says that human beings as Ya ayyuhan nas, Ya ayyuhal nas, that mean O humankind, numerous times in its over 6,000 verses. So it has said it in by 6,000 verses. Final revelation, Al-Halamiyah, the 8th characteristic of Islam. Islam is the final revelation. Allah clearly explains that the deen has been perfected and that it does not require, that it does not ask any addition, anything more, or deletion, anything to delete. That is why Allah sealed, Allah closed or ended the office of messengership with the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ being the final and last messenger. The fact that Allah has chosen Islam as man's deen means that He does not accept, does not allow other than Islam from anyone. In Islam, man's entire individual and social life is an exercise in developing and strengthening his relationship with God. So now, new messenger or new Sharia, new law will be sent by Allah. He has sealed it off. Sealed it off means He has closed it off. So this is the 8th description of the final revelation, Al-Halamiyah. So thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel and like.